So, welcome back. Look at all the smiling faces out there. Well, I can't see you, but that's what I envision when you watch my videos. You gotta be smiling. That's the sound of a new belt. Don't you love the sound of it? Reminds me of when you get pulled over and the cop walks over to your car and he's just in his belt. I finally did it. Finally made the belt. I didn't have any, I wanted to use black double-headed rivets for this because this is a brushed nickel, I think, the keeper, and I only had chrome ones. I do have black ones, but they're too small. So I got, I don't know if you can see that, I got MRA in there, and on the other end I screwed up. It's not centered. Pretty easy to make. Kind of enjoyed it because it was so easy. Made my wife one. She had an old black belt. She doesn't know karate. Just a regular dress belt. She had an old black belt, so I just cut the buckle off it and just used it to make her a belt. So I used a metal, I used hardware for my keeper on my belt. And of course, you know, when I pulled this off my wife's old belt, she had a leather keeper. So I made one out of the same thickness of this leather. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that, but I just took two pieces of leather, put them together and wrapped around and kind of came up with my measurement. But I used, instead of stitching this, I used a couple of staples. So I used these little, but anyways, I used a couple of these staples. They're meant for leather, just for the back side of the keeper underneath the two snaps. That's how I put hers together. If it falls apart, I'll pry these two snaps off, and I'll just put I can always stitch it or buy her a metal one. The edge is all done. They go pretty quick to make. I don't know if you ever considered making a belt, but I would highly recommend it. I took my old belt and measured it out, and then I added 3 or 4 inches. Not because I gained so much weight, just because my other belt was not as thick, and I thought, you know, having a little longer than shorter is always good. So then I finally figured out the most commonly used hole. Took a little while to figure that out. So I put a hole there, and then I just went 2 on either side of the center hole, my most common hole. Luckily it worked out. What happened to the woman's long wallet that you were making? Ta-da! Just kidding. I finally got it done. Both of them came out almost perfect. There's a little bit of a couple of stitches on it, but worked out pretty good. So this is the blue one, and it's got the zipper pocket. Oh, and by the way, never there was a confusion on the snap one or the zipper one or this one. After that bad day, later that evening, sitting at dinner, and my wife, I go, by the way, how does she pick out the blue wallet that she wanted? And so my wife said, oh, she sent me this picture. Who's the picture of this one? Yeah. Even though we sent her a black woman's long wallet with a snap, but she sent us the picture of this blue one so the blue one she's getting in the zipper. And this is the brown one. I absolutely absolutely love this Ridgway York leather. Look how just, it's got a rustic look to it. It's got a rich look to it. I absolutely love this leather. Now, this is chrome leather. It's not a veg tan. But it just looks so nice. I absolutely love this leather. This wallet is way more thicker than this one. This one here, I recently got a comment on my videos about how the Wicked and Craig leather feels like cardboardish, feels and looks kind of cheap, even though that it's kind of really expensive leather. I can't agree more with them. The black and the olive green are like cardboard, but they do wear in well over time. They do start getting more flexible. My wife has a complete olive green crossover bag that I make. It's so soft now, and the strap is not stiff, and the patina is starting to change color on it. It's actually it changes. So I know what you're saying when you say that the Wicked and Craig just seems way different than other leathers, and it does. So this is the Wicked and Craig navy blue, and this one just feels, I mean, look at it, it's just so soft. Feels really soft. This is 3.5, 4 ounces. This is 3.5, 4 ounces, but this is chrome tan, and it's much beefier. You can feel the difference in these two pieces. I don't know what people prefer or not. I think most consumers don't even know the difference between veg tan and chrome tan. Of course, this one here will scratching up and get beat up. Sometimes just looking at it, it scratches. But it's easily to clean up. I mean, but I think that adds the character to it. And then this one here is much more harder to beat up, but it's a whole different type of leather. But it's still real nice. So I'm happy the way everything came out. I finally got the sewing machine. Is tuned in as best I can get it. I didn't get the chance to talk to Ron over at Texo. We emailed back and forth about timing, and I just didn't have time to chit chat on the phone. But if I tighten up this feed dog, like really kind of crank it down, it rubs on the top plate, and it actually makes a line in my leather. It worse than what the teeth did. No, I can't say that. Not worse than the teeth did. The teeth was really bad. You can see on this veg tan, you can see trace lines. I tried messing with this thing. I just can't. You can't avoid it. I mean, there's a big one over here. And there's another one over here. It's just the way sewing machines are. I mean, I don't know what to think about it. I mean, I still have to talk with Ron over at Texo because we still haven't hooked up to still try to make adjustments because I still feel like I'm having a problem with the feed dog. And then since we put this middle spring back in, especially on veg tan leather, it really puts a really good mark in there. The top here usually pound out with a hammer, so I kind of try to get rid of that mark a little bit. Chrome tan, it handles chrome tan pretty well. It doesn't leave that much marks on chrome tan, so I'm happy with that. But I'll keep you posted about the sewing machine as soon as we get it more figured out. Alright, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I did get them finished. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.